Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of the Smart 7 is brought to you by Sainsbury's, where you can save big on festive favourites with Nectar prices. As the nights get cold and with Christmas round the corner, it's more important than ever to find value for money on your festive shop. And this Christmas, Sainsbury's have great discounts to make your festive season truly magical. But you don't have to wait until Christmas to start roast season. For example, this week, you can get a Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb for half price with Nectar prices. You can shop in-store or online and save big on festive favourites this Christmas with Nectar prices at Sainsbury's. That's good food for all of us. This offer's for 18 plus, terms and conditions apply. Buy Sainsbury's whole leg of lamb offer ends 18th November. Nectar required. Available in-store and online, excluding locals. Delivery fees may apply, subject to availability. On today's Smart 7, Prime Minister Keir Starmer goes nuclear, BBC apologises to Trump over Panorama, and much more. It's Friday 14th of November, it's National Pickle Day, and happy birthday, King Charles.
The Smart 7. It's news, but
Not the news. There was no good news for the Chancellor on Thursday, as the latest figures showed that growth in the economy between July and September slowed to a crawl. With an official growth rate of only 0.1%, it will make it even harder for Rachel Reeves to balance the books when it comes to the budget without resorting to tax rises. Between weak jobs numbers and slow consumer spending, Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride says it's not a pretty picture.
This is because of the choices that this Chancellor has decided to take. You know, if you load up taxes on businesses, you destroy growth. If you borrow and spend lots of money and stoke inflation, which you destroy growth too.
The cyber attack on Jaguar Land Rover had a significant impact on the car manufacturing sector, which contributed to the poor growth rate, and production has only just resumed. On the subject of crime, the Home Office announced on Thursday that the elected posts of police and crime commissioners will be abolished, saving about £100 million per year. The scheme, introduced in 2012 under the Tories, never delivered any significant impact, and Policing Minister Sarah Jones says it was a failed experiment.
Preventing crime is everyone's business, and giving local leaders these responsibilities will help create thriving town centres, help businesses to succeed, and help people to walk without fear in their communities.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer may have been quite happy to head off to North Wales on Thursday, escaping from the tense atmosphere of number 10 Downing Street after this week's panicky attempt to shut down a potential leadership challenge. The PM was in Wales to announce that Wilfer, on the island of Anglesey, will host 3 new small modular reactors, which will be built by Rolls-Royce. The government will invest £2.5 billion in the relatively new clean nuclear technology, which could create thousands of jobs.
This is going to be next generation nuclear. So it's really exciting, the first of its type here in North Wales. And we're going to sign the contract this year, and the work is going to start next year.
The US government apparently isn't happy. They had been pushing for US firm Westinghouse to get the contract, but Rolls-Royce have been busy innovating with nuclear technology, and the opportunity to use British technology clearly had strong appeal. Energy Secretary Ed Miliband says clean nuclear power could be a game changer.
What you see across the world is countries racing for these new reactors. We're ahead, actually, in Europe with Rolls-Royce, so it's going to be a British company. It's happening because we chose to invest to get this project off the ground.
The BBC responded to Donald Trump's billion-dollar lawsuit threat on Thursday night. They offered an apology over the editing of his January 6th speech in a Panorama programme and promised not to show the episode again, but they rejected his claim for damages, saying, "We strongly disagree that there is a basis for a defamation claim." Whether that satisfies the US president is another question, and he's proven to be adept at extracting financial settlements from media organisations. Meanwhile, journalists continue to comb through a new trove of 20,000 emails that detail Jeffrey Epstein's relationship with Trump, but they haven't as yet discovered a smoking gun. Katie Balls is Washington editor and columnist for The Times, and she says Republicans have attempted to flood the zone.
It's not a coincidence that they have released specific things. However, what information comes out, there is a question as to, is the information new, is it damaging, and does it change the story for the president and others?
Russia has been consistently targeting Ukraine's energy infrastructure over the last few weeks, causing blackouts across the country. But the Ukrainian energy industry has also been in the spotlight this week over allegations of corruption at the highest level. This week saw Ukraine's energy and justice ministers implicated in an investigation into corrupt payments worth about $100 million. The investigators allege senior government figures collected kickbacks from construction contractors. The evidence included photos of bags of laundered cash, and the scandal involved former associates of President Zelensky. He spoke to German Chancellor Friedrich Merz about the scandal on Thursday and says those responsible need to answer for their crimes.
First of all, there should be maximum transparency in the energy sector and in all processes. I support every investigation by law enforcement. I believe that the Minister of Justice and the Minister of Energy cannot remain in their positions.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, in association with Metro, the Republic of Ireland score an historic win, and Ben Stiller has good news for Severance fans. Right after this.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Welcome back. Thursday night saw plenty of World Cup qualifying action. England are already through, and Thomas Tuchel's side picked up a straightforward 2-0 win, including a goal from Bukayo Saka. The Republic of Ireland's hopes of making it to USA 26 were hanging by a thread after a poor start to their qualifying and weren't helped by Group F rivals Hungary winning in Armenia in an early kick-off. They faced Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal in Dublin and somehow went 2-0 up thanks to Troy Parrott. Ronaldo then got sent off and the Irish side had an historic win. They now need to go to Hungary and win on Sunday to secure a playoff spot, and 2-goal hero Parrott couldn't quite believe it.
We all know how important this game was for us. Look, I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what words to give now. I'm over the moon.
Ben Stiller is nothing if not versatile. From his signature blue steel-looking Zoolander to comedies like Meet the Fockers and There's Something About Mary, he's got plenty of hits as an actor. He's turned his attention to documentaries now, making a new Apple TV show called Stiller and Meara, Nothing is Lost. It tells the story of his own parents, who were both successful Hollywood stars. He popped up with Jimmy Fallon to discuss the film, and he also dropped some good news about Season 3 for fans of his show Severance.
It's coming. You know, it's tough because people do love the show. People love the show, and then they're always like, when is the next season? When's the next season?
Yes.
And it's always, you know, we're working on it. But we've only done 19 episodes over 5.5 years.
It could be a very swift Christmas this year. Taylor Swift, that is. The world's favourite billionaire has been busy wrapping up her record-breaking Eras tour with a full-length concert film and now a 6-part documentary series that takes us behind the scenes. It features some of the guests from the Eras shows, including Ed Sheeran and Sabrina Carpenter, and there's a glimpse of life with fiancé Travis too. The first 2 episodes drop on Disney Plus on December 12th.
My main goal is to give something to the fans that they didn't expect.
I'm gonna get past a phone. I'll be like, aren't you playing a show right now?
Yeah, about that.
Why aren't you here with us? I'm somewhere where everyone is screaming so loud.
Oh, I love having a good secret.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world. Hey, I'm Jamie East, and today's episode of The Smart 7 is sponsored by Vodafone Business in partnership with Samsung. When you're running your own business, pretty much anywhere can be your office, the spare room, the back garden, or, like here, the local cafe. With the power of Vodafone Business's reliable award-winning network, combined with the Samsung Galaxy S25, there's no limit to what you can do pretty much anywhere. And over the next few weeks, we're going to answer some of the questions you might have about how best to unlock the power of AI in your business. For example,
what are the risks for my business if I decide not to engage with AI?
If you choose not to engage with AI in your business, there's a risk you'll fall behind your competitors who are using it to become faster, cheaper and more efficient. You'll definitely miss out on the chance to provide a more personalised service for customers, and you're not going to benefit from insights and innovation which could make your company appear outdated for both staff and customers. And without Galaxy AI, you'll miss out on a host of tools to make business life easier. Getting back to the Samsung Galaxy S25, to take advantage of the Galaxy AI features and change the way you do business, you'll need a Samsung account and a network connection. To find out more, search Vodafone Business Samsung, and for network verification, go to vodafone.co.uk/network.